Come on, 1, 2, 3. Let's go. Try 1, 2, and 3. No wasting time. If you can't do number 1, try number 2. If you can't do number 2, try number 3. Here we go.
Where's the pi?
The pi button on the calculator. You have to hit the second button. And then the pi button is right above, or it's right on the cursor. See right there? All right. You see where pi is on the calculator? Right here. See right here? Pi. You hit the second. Hit that button. All right. Second. Hit the second button. Hit that. This one. Right there. Or remember, pi is you have to hit the second button, then you have to hit the, what we say is the caret, the above, all right? It's right under the clear button. See it? Oh, look, you did awesome. Now what I want you to do is plug it in. What is R? So we put 6 in there. Listen, guys, some of you are asking me, how do you type in a fraction? A fraction is the division button. When you do 1/3, you just have to type in 1 divided by 3. That's what you're doing. 1 divided by 3. That's it. Two more minutes. Remember, write out the work. Show me what you're doing. Yeah, let's go ahead and give it a shot. Let's see how you guys are doing. All right. Everybody take a look now at number 1, and let's see how you are doing. All right. First thing is, remember, write things out. All right. The formula, it says, is volume equals 1/3 pi r squared h. Come on now. What's the radius, guys? The radius is 6. So now you're just writing V equals 1/3 pi 6 squared. What's the height? 28. That's it. That's all there was to it. Now take out your handy dandy calculator and plug that in the calculator. Come on, everybody's got their calculator out. I want everybody to do it. I want everybody to make sure they know how to hit the square button. Make sure you know where the pi button is. So my answer is what? I'm listening.
C.
C, I got. So far I've got a C. Anybody else have something else different? Is C good? C is good? Yes.
I got 1055 point.
Right, because it says, remember, you're closest.
Oh, okay.
right? What's the closest? Because the pi button is used, it's an approximation. There's an approximation involved. All right? So let's take now a look at number 2. The cost of a gym membership is a one-time fee of $140 plus a monthly fee of $40. Grace wrote a check for $500. So tell me, what's my answer? 9. Now, what equation did you use? Yes, 140 plus 40x equals 500. That will get you full credit. All right? I don't want just the answer is C. I want to see the equation you use to figure this out. And if you didn't write an equation, I still want you to tell me how you did it. All right? Very nice. Very good. So again, from here, we just subtract 140. So it looks like 40x is equal to 360. And so x is equal to 9. Thank you. Perfect. Anybody have any questions with number 2? All right, now number 3. Anybody able to tell me what the answer is to number 3?
Wait, I'm sorry. I was muted. Can you go back up to number 2 real quick? I thought.
Doesn't matter. Are you okay with that, Jack?
Yeah, I just didn't see what the correct thing was. I thought it was C.
Good? All right.
Yep.
Question number 3, guys. I need help with number 3. Morgan, did you get something for number 3 yet? Okay. Kiara, what about you?
I thought it was 9.85 times 27 equals x.
Close. Close. I like what you said. 9.25 times 27 is equal to x. That's how much money. I like that. So tell me what that is. Don't be sorry. Just I'm waiting patiently. Just tell me.
You have to do it like solving equations.
No. Just do 9.25 times 27. 0.75. Okay, so x is equal to the total cost. Do you agree with that? But were they supposed to pay $9.25? Well, they paid $9.25, but there was 27 people, right? So they should have only had to pay what? Right? So how much should they have paid? What do I have to do for that? Wait a minute now. How many people went? So they should have only paid 27. Now remember, they should have only paid $8.50 per person. You agree with that? So it's what? So it's $8.50 times 27. What is that? It's okay. So that to me seems right. They should have paid what? $229.50. Do you agree with this? All right, so now that is what they should have paid. You agree with that? So now how do I figure out how much refund they get? Yes, there you go. And what'd you get for that?
20.25.
Anybody else get 20.25? Is everybody okay with that? Now, are there different ways of doing that? Yeah, you could do it. Each person should have paid $8.50, but they paid $9.25. So you can just right off the bat go $9.25 minus $8.50. They paid 75 cents more than they should have per person. Is everybody with me on this? Does anybody have any questions about number 3? All right, so now again, sometimes I'm going to give you credit if you can work it out, even if you didn't completely write out an equation. Does everybody understand what I'm saying? I think learning to write the equations is important, but this is one of those cases where really we didn't need it. Right? Is everybody okay with number 3? All right, now what I'm going to do is 4, 5, 6, 7, 5 minutes. All right, 5 minutes. 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to go ahead and pause the video. Someone remind me to start it up after 5 minutes. All right, 5 minutes, guys. Get to work. You got 4 more problems to do. All right, let me walk around and see how you guys are doing. Come on. Try to set something up. If you don't know, just skip it. Two more minutes. All right, here we go. Let's see. All right, let's give it a shot here, guys. All right, now, please, everybody take a look at number 4 now. All right. Jay, tell me.
I don't know.
That's okay. I want you to tell me, how do you find an average?
You add them all up and divide by like the number.
Right, and what would we be dividing by?
7.
Why 7?
Because there's 7.
How many?
6.
Yeah, divided by 6, right? So you add them up, right? Then we're going to divide by 6. So look, everybody has to add those up. When you add those up, what do we get? What did you get, Jake? Ms. Brandeis, what did you get? Did somebody else get 429 when you add those up? So now look,
Yes.
429 plus, do we know what the last test was? Plus x. That's what you should be doing. 429 plus x, then what? No, divided by 6. That's going to equal what? Now look, guys, that one's probably going to be on the test for sure. All right, make sure you remember that. All right, now we got to work backwards to figure this out. How do I work backwards? Go, I'm listening. Come on, good for you.
Can you like re-explain?
Yeah. So do you know how to find the average? What do you do?
Add them all up and divide them?
Right, but we're missing one, right? We're missing this guy, so I can't add them all up yet. But I do know that 75 plus 70 plus 92 plus 95 plus 97 is the 429, right? I have one more test to go. That's what this is. Then I'm going to divide that total by 6. And the average is going to be 85. Now, you can't divide by 6 because there's an addition sign. So how do I get rid of the divided by 6? Tell me.
Times it by 6.
Multiply both sides by 6. So what I want you to do is I'm going to come here and I'm just going to put 6 in parentheses here, 6 in parentheses here. So now I have 429 plus x is equal to, somebody?
510.
510. Is that a problem? Mr. Greek, you know this? Right? So again, I'm telling you, don't put 85 times 6 down without saying on your calculator, what's 85 times 6?
So I did this completely different, but I got the exact same.
I haven't told you the answer yet.
Well, I can.
Right? This is how I want you to set it up. Right? I promise you, it can be harder. I promise. Do you hear me?
I think I got it. I ended up with this.
Okay, so the answer, the final answer is on the 6th test, he needs to score a what?
81.
81. That is correct. Or I'm not arguing with you. There's different ways of doing it. I'm trying to teach you the math, though, right? All right? I think everyone should understand this process right here. If you don't understand that process, I need to show you, or I need to tell you. I can make it harder so you just can't tell me what the answer is, I promise you. The process, setting it up, is what's important. All right, does anybody have any doubts about number 4 now? Yep. And remember, all these are taken directly off ACT tests and SAT tests. All right? Number 5. Now, I don't think this one should be that difficult for us. We've done it a bunch of times. All right, my answer is,
Negative 20.
somebody said negative 20. Anybody agree with number 5 being negative 20? Does anybody need me to just do it out, work it out? Well, let me just work it out real quick just to make sure. So I have 12x equals, we distribute the negative 8. Negative 80 plus 8x. Move the 8x over, subtracting. So 4x equals negative 80. So that's how I got negative 20. All right, that's what I want to see, guys. Now, I find this one hard to believe, but that was on an ACT test, number 6. Right? Now, I know everybody here can just say, well, I know the answer is obviously what?
$1.50.
$1.50. Just because we're brilliant, we don't need, right? But I would like you to write this down. 12 vases equal $18. That's mathematically how you should be looking at it. I know you knew just divide 18 by 12. I understand that. But I'm trying to show you that's the math. Does everybody agree with that? Anybody have any questions with number 6? All right, now, last one, number 7, before we start the next page. A little bit tougher. I'm not asking you to solve anything. I'm just saying, what is the answer? What is the answer? Thank you. What is it? You are brilliant. Thank you. Feels good, doesn't it? Good job. Very nice. Very nice. It's 30 cents per mile plus $25 per day. Now, normally I thought it should have been 25D here. But then they said we're only doing it for what? For 1 day. So it's only going to cost me $25. Anybody have any questions with number 7? Great. Anybody have any questions with number 7? All right, guys, let's go. I'm going to pause for another 5 minutes. I want everybody to try 8 through 11. Find one that you can do if you're not sure. 8 through 11. Let's go. Pausing the video for 5 minutes. Come on, homeschool guys. Hopefully you guys are okay. Let me walk around the room to make sure everybody's good. Come on, 8 through 11. Let's go. 8 through 11. Hopefully you feel pretty good. Getting better. Yeah, thank you very much for that. Look on number 10, that's per 1,000. All right, sorry about that. My homeschool peeps, sorry. I made a typo. That's not, that is 1,000. Please check that. All right, that's an interesting problem as well. All right, 2 more minutes, guys, 2 more minutes. Yeah. And again, the multiple choice, I'm trying to teach you, look at the multiple choice. If you're confused, look at the possible answers and do it by process of elimination. All right? Do it by process of elimination. Just clear it off. Here, start again. You did 1. 8 divided by 11. 8 divided by 11. Math injection. That's not the answer because how is distributed 3? One more minute, guys. Come on, 1 more minute. And if you're done, go to the next problem so you don't have as much homework. All right, do not wait on me. I know some of you guys are getting pretty good at it. All right, let's see how you're doing. All right, I'm going to go ahead and hit resume. All right, and let's give it a shot now. All right. Now, again, a lot of people made careless mistakes with number 8. All right. So for question number 8, make sure you're distributing properly. So we ended up with 3x minus 6 equals 9x minus 5. Remember, you're subtracting 3x because I'm trying to make the variable positive and adding 5. 6x is equal to negative 1. Does everybody see that? Now again, sometimes kids make a mistake and they thought the answer was A, but we know visually if we just divide by 6, we create a what? Fraction. Correct answer was what? C. Now remember, if you get it right, give yourself a check, okay? All right? You got it right. That way, if you have to go back and study, when I say go review, you're going to know what to review. Anybody have any issues with that? Anybody have any issues? All right, let's take a look at number 9. Tell me.
So I did 510 times 2.2.
That is correct. 510. From last year, we know we multiply percentages. So if I multiply 510 times 0.2, what is that?
102.
So what does that represent?
That represents what he's going to be able to lift. So you
Yes,
add
no, that's going to be his, not how much he can lift, but that's his,
that. It's like added on.
yes, that's his increase.
And then you add that to 5.
That's right. So now we take 102 plus the 510, and what did that come out to be?
600 volts.
Yes, for those of you guys who put E down, again, give yourself a check. If you kind of forgot about percentages, review what I just said. All right? Are you okay with that?
Yeah.
Anybody have any questions with that percentage problem? All right, like I said, these are coming right off ACT tests and SAT tests, very straightforward. All right? Anybody have any issues? All right, now let's take a quick look at number 10, see how we're doing. The city utility department charges residential customers $2.50 per what? Per 1,000. All right, make sure you make that adjustment. And $16 per month. So now I think you should write down $2.50 per 1,000 gallons. I think that's appropriate. That's what that means. So that means if your house, if you use 1,000 gallons, they're going to charge you how much money? $2.50.
$2.50.
Thank you. Again, if you did like 5,000 gallons, you're just going to do 5 times 250. All right? But when you own a house, you also have to pay for people to come pick up your garbage. That is not free. And everybody pays the same flat rate. In this case, you have to pay what? $16 per month. So it's $2.50 per 1,000 plus $16 every what? Month. Now this right here says, what's the total monthly charges? Well, if it's just for 1 month, does everybody agree the $16 is just going to be added to the bill, correct? So I really don't need this piece right here. Now, do we know how many gallons of water we're going to use? So they're saying it's what? Well, how much is this house using? Well, it says what? G 1,000 gallons. So what's my answer, Oscar? That is correct. All right, 2.5 G plus 16. Now, some of my kids in the other class wanted to do something with the 1,000, but I'm trying to explain to you, they already addressed that 1,000. G would be like 10,000. So G would be 10 already. All right, am I making sense on that? Hopefully you understand what I'm saying. All right, the G has already been converted to thousands. All right, that's why the correct answer was A. All right, hopefully that makes sense. All right, now number 11. Who wants to tell me what they think about number 11? Come on, someone speak up. Homeschool peeps, who's got an answer for number 11?
I do.
What?
I got A for number 11.
A for number 11. Any of my other homeschool peeps get A?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's what? It's going to cost you what? $2 for every bouquet that you make, correct? Now,
Yes.
the $39.99, is that something, is that a one-time fee or is that something you have to add for every bouquet?
One time.
That's just a one-time fee, unless it keeps breaking every single time.
Yeah, that's right, unless it keeps breaking every single time. So again, the $39.99 is just one-time fee. Everything else is dependent upon the number of bouquets that you make. It's $2 per bouquet. So if you have A, I feel like you're in pretty good shape as far as the understanding here goes. All right, as far as the understanding goes. Now, please, if you're not sure, I can't help you unless you just raise your hand and say, come on, give me a little bit of help here, I'm not sure. Anybody have any questions with that? All right, how much time do we have left? 8 minutes. Okay, we got enough time. Let's go. 12, 13, 14, 15. I'm going to give you 4 minutes. See which one you can do. All right, I'm going to put a pause here real quick. All right, give it a best shot. Let's go. All right, let's see what we can do here, guys. All right, I walked around. Some of you guys are doing better, I feel like. All right, so let's take a look now at number 12. If x minus 1 over 3 is k and k is 3, wow, all we have to do is make k 3. So here we go. X minus 1 over 3 equals 3. How do I undo divided by 3? So x minus 1 equals 9, right? And just to make sure everybody's seeing it, multiplying both sides by 3. And so x was equal to what? 10. Nice. Everybody okay with that? All right, here we go. Let's take a look at 13. Yeah, I was confused about 13. What, Oscar? What was the answer for 13?
I didn't really get an answer, but I got an equation.
Okay, what's the equation?
8x plus 4 equals 10 plus 14.
How did you get 8x plus 4?
Because it says if 6x plus 4 is 10 more than 14, then what is the value of 8x? And I thought you had to replace 6x with 8x.
No. What are you doing? Someone tell me this equation right here.
6x plus 4 equals 10 minus, or 10 plus 14.
Why don't we just say 10 more than 14 is what? 24.
24.
So we could write 6x plus 4 equals 24. Do I agree with that? Oscar, are you okay with that? Now we have to subtract 4, right? So 6x is equal to 20, right? So now x is equal to whatever 20 divided by 6 is. Now we're practicing using our calculator. So everybody go to 20 divided by 6, math, enter, enter. Now I know everybody knows that's 10/3. I don't care. I want you to use your calculator and practice. 20 divided by 6, math, enter, enter. And someone tells me what that is. What did came up on your calculator? 10/3. It should be on your calculator 10/3. Now, what do I have to do with that 10/3? Multiply by,
Divide by 8.
no, multiply by 8. And when I multiply that by 8, what do I get? Math, enter, enter, because we always do a fraction. So we want 8x. So we have to do 8 times 10/3, which is what? 80/3. So my secretary forgot E. Everybody put E. 80/3. E was 80/3. What? I'm listening, Alden. What? So I didn't hear you. Because the answer is 80/3. Do you not agree with that? Well, there was a typo, obviously. Yeah, it was supposed to be. What?
I don't really understand why 800 times 10/3 by 8x.
I didn't. I multiplied 8 by 10/3.
Same thing.
No, it's not actually.
Well, I just don't understand.
The question is, what is 8 times x? That's what the question is. So we found x to be what? 10/3. So I need 8 times 10/3. That's the answer. You agree with that now, right? All right. Listen, tonight, I want everybody to work on all the way up to 20. Everybody try. Now notice when you get on some of these are repeated questions because I thought they were kind of tricky. So I wanted to review with you. The ones that are in red, set up the equation only. All you have to do is set it up. All right, that's all you have to do. You don't have to give me the answer. Set up the equation. Tomorrow we're going to just practice setting up the equations, and then I'm going to have another review for you. All right, extra practice. All right, so everybody try up tonight all the way to question number 20 for me. All right, set them up. Let's see how you can do. Hopefully you're getting a little better. We've spent a long time checking these things out. All right, my homeschool peeps. Hopefully you guys have a great day. All right, I will see you first thing tomorrow.
Thank you. You too.
Bye-bye.
Mr. Shaw, thank
Take
you.
care, man. Good job. Thank you.